on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
The University of Cincinnati has just one loss in this early conference play. That loss came at the hands of SMU. The rematch tonight. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fifth Third Arena here on the campus of the University of Cincinnati, where tonight the SMU Mustangs stop by the University of Cincinnati. So glad that you can join us tonight, along with Maria Fantana-Rosa. I'm Betsy Ross, and Maria, that loss that UC had on the road at SMU, it was decisive. It was 17 points. UC wants to turn it around. What do you think are the keys to the game for both teams tonight?
Well, Betsy, for SMU, they are going to have to make sure that they limit the turnovers. They're going to have to stop penetration, and they're going to have to make sure that they pound it into the post. For UC, they're going to have to make sure that they do a great job rebounding. They're going to have to guard Alicia Froling, and they're going to have to be aggressive to keep the tempo fast.
A couple of the players that you think we should watch, of course, Froling is everything for SMU, especially down low.
She is. She already has 11 double-doubles, 15 points, almost 11 rebounds, and she's shooting 53%, so she is unstoppable and leads by example.
Of course, UC doesn't have the height that SMU has. They're very tall inside. So UC has to depend on its outside shooting. One of its deadlier outside shooters is Bianca Quisenberry.
Bianca's done a great job, very consistent for the Bearcats. She can hit the three, she can penetrate, she has middle game, and she has great floor vision to include other members of her team.
That loss that UC suffered at the hands of SMU, that came on New Year's Eve. New year, new outcome, the Bearcats hope. We will have the rematch, SMU and UC, next on the American Digital Network.
We are American. We are the spark that ignites, dazzling, brilliant, intense. We are plugged in with the volume turned up all the way. Because on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
And welcome back here to the campus of the University of Cincinnati. Just getting our starting lineups announced here as UC is looking to avenge that one loss that they have so far in the conference as SMU stops by. Here's the starting lineup for SMU. And Maria, we talked all about Froling, but Mackenzie Adams, she is the other player that SMU has that is averaging in double figures, 10.5 points per game, and she hits almost 30% from outside the arc.
She does, Betsy, and Adams is going to have to extend UC. That'll open up the inside, and that's going to be a key for SMU.
And, of course, for the University of Cincinnati, their starters, they have to have those outside shooters. And also, Shanice Johnson, keep an eye on her. She's junior college transferred. Boy, she has been a spark for this team this season.
She does. Shanice makes them a totally different team, leading this team in scoring and rebounding. She's a shot blocker, so it's a great stopper inside on defense. And when they get stops on defense, they're ready to run.
A new look on the sidelines for SMU this year, and as you can see, Jamel Elliott there, she is in her 8th season as the head coach here at the University of Cincinnati, of course, coming from longtime assistant, and she was a player as well as UConn, and she's got the rings to prove it. But Jamel in her 8th season, I think she's about as optimistic as I have ever heard her when she talks about this team. It's young, but it's good.
And she did a great job getting them confidence in the preseason, and you could see it's already paying off in her first couple conference games.
And we just mentioned about Travis Mays. He is the new coach for SMU this year, his first year there with the Mustangs. Former NBA player out of the University of Texas, longtime assistant. He has coached with the Masters, Jody Conrad, Van Chancellor, Andy Landers. He has learned from some of the best in coaching.
He is, and he's a teacher of the game.
All right, and the tip goes to UC, and we are underway here at Fifth Third Arena. 60-degree day here in Cincinnati. Don't we wish they were all like this in January, right?
Spoiling it.
There's Shanice in the middle, in the lane, doesn't go. SMU picks up the rebound, and they are fast on the break, but they lose the handle there, so it goes right back to UC. When you were talking to the staff there at SMU, they said the tempo was going to be important.
They wanted it to be a controlled tempo, that they're making good decisions. That was a great break, but obviously the turnover makes it a bad decision.
There's Bianca Quisenberry directing traffic here. She goes inside, stops just a little bit too strong, and SMU gets that rebound. This is one of these games, I think, that they could pick up the pace. We've noticed twice now SMU going down there very quickly, but smart enough to pull right back out if there's nothing there. There's Froling inside. Quick foul there. Looks like that one's going to be on Brandy Tarver, her first.
And SMU is already showing us that when they didn't have anything in transition, they go to a 1-4 high set play. So then they could dictate who gets the first looks. And obviously Alicia Froling is very important to touch the ball. Exactly.
Froling is about a 70% shooter from the line. This is the first year that she's played without her twin sister. Her twin sister went back to Australia, but I tell you what, they have some pedigree in their family. Both parents played for Australian teams as well, so there's a lot of basketball talent there, and Alicia certainly has been the leader of this team so far. On the line, Anna Owens tried the pass, tipped out by SMU, stays in possession of UC.
And you can see UC's already in an up-tempo mode, but SMU, they're getting back quickly.
Tarver looking inside, nothing right there, so they'll pull it back. Anna Owens, she is not afraid to take that shot, and she'll do it all night. There's Shanice Johnson fighting for the rebound. Loose ball goes right back to SMU. Anna Owens is one of these shooters. She'll take that all night, and finally she'll start hitting. There goes SMU inside. That's exactly what we thought they were going to do. Loose ball. Froling gets the rebound. They're going to reset. Try it again. Perry there, just inside the arc. Two-pointer. That doesn't go. So UC back on the break.
Taking care of the ball for both teams is going to be a huge stat early on. Tempo's up, both teams looking to be aggressive. You could see on the defensive end, UC's already very physical, not allowing the taller players to play where they want.
Into on Owens. She splits the defense but pulls it right back out. Johnson fakes the two. She was double teamed. Quisenberry outside. That doesn't go. She follows her own shot. That one doesn't go, and she gets the rebound. Three, a little too short. Adams brings it down now for SMU. Bolton's looking for inside. She stops. That's too strong, and so Anna Owens, the track meet. Nice pass inside to Johnson. What an assist. UC gets on the board now has the early 2-1 lead.
Both teams right now, Betsy, definitely trying to keep the tempo up. Looking very different. UC looking to penetrate. SMU right now with the rim runner post is sucking the defense inside and opening up outside shots for each other.
Three-pointer doesn't go. SMU tipped it out, so it's going to be UC's ball. And we'll talk about this off and on throughout the night, but the height differential is really glaring for UC. As we mentioned, Froling is 6'3", and right now Stephanie Collins is in there. She's 6'5". UC just does not have that height, so they've got to figure out how they're going to score in some other way.
They don't, and you could see the tempo, them trying to score an early offense is one of the ways they're trying to get their offense going. There's the rim run that we talked about, and both post players are getting up and down the floor quickly.
Exactly. The long baseball pass to Froling plays off. She gets the layup to go. Now Shanice Johnson giving everybody a chance to catch their breath here, I think. Owens stops. She finally gets one to fall, and the Bearcats take the lead back.
With such a big lineup on SMU, UC's going to have to make sure there's a combination of outside shots and their middle game.
Inside again. Collins. She tries it, but they draw the foul again.
Once again, another touch on the low block, and UC's doing a great job of their defense collapsing to dig that out, but obviously that was a great pass and a strong attempt by Collins.
Take a look at that. Collins goes up, but she draws the foul. She's at the line. Stephanie Collins, 44% from the free throw line. She's another Aussie. She's from Melbourne, Australia. Froling is from Queensland. Watch Collins' delivery. It's almost a shot put, but it works. Got it to go. There are almost as many free throw follow-throughs as there are free throw shooters. Anna Owens directing traffic now. Right there in front of Travis Mays. Shanice Johnson. Again, nice move inside the lane. She converts.
That's a great move. UC penetrating on these bigger players right now is important, and you could see SMU knows she's coming, and she split three.
Adams goes inside. She gets that. As we said, she's the only other SMU Mustang in double figures, averaging 10.5 per. She was able to convert, and we're tied at 6. Anna Owens back inside. Doesn't draw the foul. I think she was hoping she was going to get a whistle in her favor. Didn't work out, though, so Froling takes it back down. Bolton faked the three. Adams will take it. In and out. Fight for the rebound. Anna Owens.
Great ball movement. And it's positive for UC. They're doing a great job of boxing out right now. You could tell the tempo of this game. All of the players are breathing.
Oh, picked off the pass. That was a long pass that was probably a little ill-advised. So, and the makeup foul goes to Brandy Tarver, and that is 2 on her early. 4:46 left. We are tied at 6. What are some of the stats that jumped out at you so far?
Well, right now, both teams are not doing a great job shooting. Right now, SMU shooting only 29%, and UC right now shooting only 27%. Turnovers right now, some of the passing is sloppy. I think it's the early adrenaline in this game right now. I think both teams are definitely going to settle down.
All right, we will have more action here coming from Fifth Third Arena in just a moment. This is the American Digital Network.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
For every hero, there is an origin story. An experience that made them who they are. For a new generation of explorers, pioneers, and innovators, that experience is calling, offering a different kind of education, one guided by distinguished professors who understand experience as the best teacher. Greatness lies beyond the classroom. This is where you start. University of Cincinnati. Do more.
And we're back here at Fifth Third Arena, where we are tied at 6 between UC Bearcats and SMU Mustangs. Take a quick look at the women's basketball standings for the conference. Of course, UConn, #1 throughout the world right now. Perfect in the conference, perfect overall, and of course got that big 91st win over the same SMU Mustangs. Temple, though, is having a really good season, also undefeated so far in the conference. And UC, I think, is surprising a lot of folks right there with USF with a 3-1 season. They are undefeated so far in January. As we said, the loss to SMU came on New Year's Eve. So they have made the best of this new year by coming out strong. SMU 1-3, 10-7 overall. SMU is on first of back-to-back road games. They will be at Houston on Saturday. These two teams have played each other. This is their 7th meeting, and SMU holds a 4-2 advantage over the Bearcats. They've won the last 2 matchups. One thing that jumped out at you, Maria, is Anna Owens is a little cold from the floor so far right now.
She is, Betsy, and I think Anna needs to settle in. They're giving her middle range jumpers, and she's dribbling a little too far. What that's doing is it's making her have to adjust to the bigger bodies.
Inside to Collins. She misses it. Nice job there by Shanice Johnson. Almost stolen by SMU, but Bianca Quisenberry was able to save it for the Bearcats, and Bianca now is resetting. During that break, Antoinette Miller, number 12, came in for UC. As Anna Owens, as you mentioned, gets a little break. Also, Nakira Goings came in for the Bearcats.
Does a great job defensively, doubling down on Shanice.
Inside to Collins, they knocked it away. How about that?
They're playing very physical with Collins, and that's altering her shot, making her definitely less accurate. Great tempo, though, once again on the other end.
Foul goes against SMU. And that'll be against number 12, Morgan Bolton. Bianca Quisenberry goes to the line. Bianca Quisenberry, she shoots 84% from the line. That's who you want. Gets it to go.
That's going to be an important stat at the end of this game, Betsy. Cincinnati doesn't get to the line as many times as SMU, but they're shooting a high percentage. So the free throws made is going to be a stat that's going to stand out at the end.
Well, and you're right. When you have that kind of height, you know that you can't match them up height-wise, but you can try to draw those fouls. And you're right. Going to the line is going to be important. There's a steal right there against Froling. Bianca Quisenberry, misses the layup. The follow-up, though, Antoinette Miller.
Cincinnati now extending, not wanting to be in the half court. I think Coach Elliott saw enough of the high-low stuff.
And another turnover by SMU. Good defense here by the Bearcats, giving them some chances. Miller doesn't make it. Reiser doesn't make it. SMU gets that rebound. Pass inside. Thomas, she can't convert. And again, it's one and done for SMU. The fast break. Up ahead to Quisenberry. Yes! And Travis May says, I want a timeout. 6 straight points by the Bearcats, as UC now leads 12-6 with 3:13 to go. That was very unusual with all those turnovers.
It was, and that's exactly what UC wants. Press, get the steal, attack in transition.
All right, and we will take another break as UC now leads 12-6 here on the American Digital Network.
The American Athletic Conference Championship is right around the corner, taking place March 9th through the 12th at the Excel Center in Hartford, Connecticut, as all 11 American teams will compete for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Tickets are priced as low as $199. Get yours today online by visiting www.excelcenter.com, in person at the Excel Center box office, or by telephone at 877-522-8499. We look forward to seeing you in March.
SMU with possession after that timeout. Gets it inbounds. A little bit of pressure in the back. Shanice Johnson. Boy, she wasn't afraid to go up with that block.
That was a big-time block, Betsy. Momentum going their way, and the timeout did not slow them down.
It's almost like UC is trying to match them up tempo, and UC now has the bodies that they can switch out. Fight for the ball. Reiser gets it. Shanice Johnson now gets it up ahead. The fake by Quisenberry. And they're going to call another foul on SMU. It's like UC is trying to match them in tempo.
And right now, the tempo being quicker works to UC's advantage because of how big SMU is in the half court.
Camry Mickens picks up that foul. That's her first. As Antoinette Miller goes to the line.
And once again, Betsy, UC is a good free throw shooting team. So anytime they could get to the line and SMU has to go to their bench, the free throws obviously work to UC's advantage.
Antoinette Miller is one of the freshmen that does get a lot of playing time for Jamel Elliott. Miller gets a lot of playing time. Angel Reiser, we've mentioned her. She gets a lot of playing time. It's a young team, and Jamel Elliott is not afraid to put her freshmen in there, and they have responded so far this season.
Coach Elliott told me when I was at their practice about how quick she wants to play. Loves the up-tempo, has the bodies to do it.
Down to Froling, the scoop. They're going to call the whistle on that. That's textbook SMU. That's what they try to do, is get it inside to their bigs and let them try to convert. As Froling now goes to the line. That foul on Angel Reiser, that is her first.
And UC is doing a great job being physical with her, trying to get her to post up in different positions. And also they're doing a good job of trying to double down, but she's a big-time player. She's going to be hard to stop.
Mm-hmm. That she is. The last time that these two played, Froling had a double-double against UC. She scored at least 20 points 4 times this season already. Inside to Reiser, a little too strong. Goes out of bounds. SMU now takes it over out of bounds. 13-8. Bearcats still with the lead. Some more backcourt pressure, just enough to keep it interesting, not really scaring SMU too much right now, I think.
It's taking 10 seconds off the shot clock, though, forcing them to take a quicker shot. And the press is also taking Coach Mays out of it. He hasn't run a set play since they've pressed.
Inside the fight for the rebounds. Goings had it, lost it, and it goes back over to SMU.
This will be a coaching chess match, Betsy, because obviously he wants to dictate who gets the shots in the half court, and Coach Elliott does not want them to dictate.
Mickens slowing it down. Now they take the outside shot. That was a 2-pointer, by the way, for Mackenzie Adams. 13-8 now. SMU trying to get back into this. They're taking a little more time there. It was almost a little too frantic. One and done now for UC as the shot by Miller doesn't go. So once again, SMU, Mickens almost lost the handle, but she recovered it right in front of us. Miller all over her. Inside to Froling. Shanice Johnson's going to get called, I think. No, out of bounds.
Shanice did a good job of when she received it to release. She had her body on her, and as soon as she received it, she released.
Yeah, take a look at it. There, for a second, it looked like Johnson was looking around going, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. And you know what? That was one time it wasn't her.
Smart on her part to
of course,
release at that point.
Players always say that. It wasn't me. 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. And UC with a 13-10 lead. They have been playing really well. There's Johnson. She'll go inside. Nice move there and gets the layup.
UC has been using their ball screen a lot to try and attack.
SMU slowing it down now with 20 seconds on their shot clock. They've got a little time. Try to set something up. Out to Thomas. Nice D by Reiser. She tries to get it to out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds. That was nice defense by Reiser that really made the shot go just enough off that they were able to knock it out of bounds.
And once again, SMU trying to run a high-low look.
UC's got some time now with the shot clock off. 14 seconds in the quarter. They don't have to rush it. Goings looking to split the defense. Now they call for a travel. So with 5.4 seconds left in this quarter, the Mustangs are going to have one more chance for a shot. A little backcourt pressure here. Anna Owens on the shooter. Adams, no. Twice, and it doesn't go. I thought maybe the first one, the buzzer would go off. It didn't. She had a shot again, and it didn't go. So we are wrapped up at the first quarter. UC with the 15-10 lead.
At SMU, students and faculty work hand in hand to shape answers to real-world challenges.
Yes, there's no such thing as a lesser person.
How can we strengthen human rights around the world?
It turns out computer malware is extremely...
How do we prevent cyber terrorism?
The limb comes off.
How can the human body set new records of performance? What can presidents teach us about leadership? From the SMU campus in Dallas, we're shaping the answers that will shape the future of the world.
2017 American Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Championship tickets are now on sale for March 3rd through the 7th at Mohegan Sun Arena. Get your tickets today to watch all 11 teams in action, fighting for an automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Tickets start as low as $99 and can be purchased online at mohegansun.com, on Ticketmaster, or by calling 1-800-743-3000. Let the games begin. We'll see you in March.
We are American. We are the spark that ignites, dazzling, brilliant, intense. We are plugged in with the volume turned up all the way. Because on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
And welcome back here to Fifth Third Arena. We are just getting ready to start the second quarter with UC Bearcats leading SMU 15-10 right now, along with Maria Fantana-Rosa. I'm Betsy Ross. Maria, you really haven't been impressed by either team so far, at least on the offensive side.
Well, Betsy, part of it is because I'm an offensive-minded person. It's been a great defensive game so far. 20% shooting for UC. 31% for SMU, for Cincinnati. That shows you how great the defenses are. The scout adjustments that they're making on each other, extending on defense for UC. This is a great defensive battle.
Well, so far this season, UC has held 4 opponents under 30% shooting. Their best so far is against Tennessee Tech. They held them to 23%. So, and it's been Shanice Johnson and her defense that has really helped, especially down low. As Adams now tries to go inside, nothing there. So SMU will pull it back out, start it again. Whistle from the outside.
And you have to give UC credit. Their defense creates opportunities for their offense.
That foul, by the way, called against number 12, Antoinette Miller for UC. So they get a fresh 30, doesn't matter. Nice steal there by Johnson. Johnson will look for the inside, kick it back out again. Goins, yes, it goes for 3.
Great shot, great setup. Starting once again with a defensive steal.
Mickens going inside. Once again, they tried a little block there, but Chelsea Warren, she's going to be called for that foul. That's a couple on Chelsea Warren now. It's number 24, Camry Mickens. will go to the line, 78% shooter. She's a 5'8" senior guard from Westlake, Texas. If nothing else, SMU is so good about recruiting around the Dallas area. They have so many players from Dallas, Westlake, which is right outside, Emory, Texas, Duncanville, Arlington, Frisco, Texas, Plano, Texas. I mean, they really recruit in their backyard. And then there's 2 from Australia, but it's a global game. We know that. Anna Owens now looking to set up.
Different look, Betsy. They've gone to a zone.
Quisenberry gets the pick there from Reiser. Little too strong. Mickens comes down with that rebound. She starts the fast break. Doesn't have numbers inside, so she'll pull that back out and reset it. Get her offense going again. Again, nothing there. Anna Owens guarding her right now. They say that UC tipped it away, so Adams will inbound it right in front of us. They have 9 seconds left on their shot clock as Perry will take the inbounds.
Another isolation. Great take by Adams.
Good move off the glass, gets it to go. 18-14 now. Anna Owens. Boy, that was a quick shot. Pulled up, didn't quite go. SMU now with the rebound. They have an opportunity here. They're only down 4 now after a strong start there after the timeout that SMU called. But now after the quarter break, looks like SMU has been able to calm down a little bit and really get into the rhythm of their offense. And you said that Coach May said that was really important for them. Froling had the handle, lost it. Now she's not sure what to do with it. Finally gets it back outside. Mickens in the corner. That's a 3, and that goes. All of a sudden, Mackenzie Adams is bringing them back single-handedly. Now it's a 1-point game.
She's in right now. It's opening up the outside because of Cincinnati focusing on the inside game.
She averages 10.5 points per. She already has 9.
And once again, SMU going to a zone has slowed Cincinnati down.
Johnson over to Quisenberry. Quisenberry starts to go inside. Only 1 on the shot clock. Goings at the buzzer. The desperation goes.
Great spark.
UC stretches it back out to a 3-point lead. Now, UC has chosen not to do the backcourt pressure.
They haven't, and right now the tempo is definitely in SMU's favor.
Adams had the corner shot. That one doesn't go, so UC gets it out of bounds right by Jamel Elliott. I love how coaches take this opportunity when their team is inbounding right in front of the bench. They get like 15 instructions in the 3 seconds it takes to inbound that ball.
Once again, SMU still in the zone. Good ball movement by UC.
Johnson over to Goings again.
Great
There's
look.
Angel Reiser inside. Doesn't get the layup, but she does draw the foul.
Great look inside.
Angel Reiser, one of these freshmen, and she just has the uncanny ability to shake everybody loose, and all of a sudden you look and she is by herself underneath that basket. That was another chance that she had. Didn't get the layup to convert, but she does get the free throw. She's 60% from the line. And that one goes.
Also a nice look by Shanice Johnson. UC's been very patient, waiting for good opportunities against the zone, and that paid off.
Shanice Johnson has really been one of these players that has changed the look of UC, and we'll see that as we go on throughout the game. Michaela Reese now directing traffic for SMU. Now Adams trying to set up something inside. Froling against Johnson. Johnson stops her from the shooting. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Baseline, nothing there. So Adams tries it again. There's Mickens on the baseline. That shot doesn't go, but they do draw the foul on that end.
And really, a lot of good ball movement by SMU, being very patient again.
That one against Nakira Goings.
And
That's
every time the SMU players touch the ball, they're looking for themselves, but they're looking inside to Alicia Froling.
I mean, you can't blame them. You've got 6'3" under there, and then when Collins is under there, she's 6'5". I mean, that is the normal thing that you would do. If you've got that kind of a height advantage, boy, you're going to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Very talented player.
So we're back to a 3-point game now. UC still in the lead.
Still seeing a zone look.
They're still looking inside. Nothing's there. So Shanice Johnson couldn't get the rebound to go. SMU on the break now. Reese looking inside. Trying to get it to Froling. She was working hard to get it to Froling, but defense wouldn't let her go.
And once again, really impressed with SMU with their post players rim running in transition.
Angel Reiser picks up that foul, and that's her second. Inbounds to Thomas. Nice pick there by Johnson. Goings looking for the fast break. Nothing there. Johnson almost took it outside. Nice pass inside Reiser.
That's a great combination post to post right there. We're talking a lot about SMU and their high-low game and looking inside, but right now Shanice is making Angel look great.
SMU now taking their time, trying to find something inside. Steal doesn't quite work. Johnson was trying to steal it from Thomas, but Thomas shakes loose, and she converts inside now. Anna Owens has been quiet so far on the offense, so like a good quarterback, she makes sure that everybody else gets involved in this offense now too.
Still in that zone, Cincinnati.
Double team on Johnson. Tip away, and SMU converts now.
It's a nice look.
I've been impressed by how SMU is very patient. I mean, they look for that inside, and if it's not there, they'll bring it out. They'll think about it for a while. So they do a very good job with that. Thomas in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Reese goes inside, throws up a prayer. Nothing there. Shanice Johnson once again. Anna Owens inside. No. Tip away. Who are they going to give it to? They say that it's SMU ball, and it will be after the break. We are 3:59 left in this second quarter. Bearcats lead it 24-21. Thanks for being with us on the American Digital Network.
For every hero, there is an origin story. An experience that made them who they are. For a new generation of explorers, pioneers, and innovators, that experience is calling, offering a different kind of education, one guided by distinguished professors who understand experience as the best teacher. Greatness lies beyond the classroom. This is where you start. University of Cincinnati. Do more.
The American Athletic Conference Championship is right around the corner, taking place March 9th through the 12th at the Excel Center in Hartford, Connecticut, as all 11 American teams will compete for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Tickets are priced as low as $199. Get yours today online by visiting www.excelcenter.com, in person at the Excel Center box office, or by telephone at 877-522-8499. We look forward to seeing you in March.
At SMU, students and faculty work hand in hand to shape answers to real-world challenges.
Yes, there's no such thing as a lesser person.
How can we strengthen human rights around the world?
It turns out computer malware is extremely...
How do we prevent cyber terrorism?
The off
How
the
can
ground.
the human body set new records of performance? What can presidents teach us about leadership? From the SMU campus in Dallas, we're shaping the answers that will shape the future of the world.
2017 American Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Championship tickets are now on sale for March 3rd through the 7th at Mohegan Sun Arena. Get your tickets today to watch all 11 teams in action, fighting for an automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Tickets start as low as $99 and can be purchased online at mohegansun.com, on Ticketmaster, or by calling 1-800-743-3000. Let the games begin. We'll see you in March.
Holding the 24-21 lead the Bearcats have now over the SMU Mustangs. And I know, Maria, you were talking about the switch in defense. SMU went to a zone, and it seemed to throw off the Bearcats at least for a little while. The last couple of possessions, they've been able to come back, though, and convert.
It has. What it's forced the Bearcats to do is be more patient, which slows the tempo down, which works in SMU's favor, especially with such a big lineup inside. It's basically forcing them to make more passes, get reversals, and look for outside shots first.
I think I said before the break that it looked like they were going to give the ball to SMU. They didn't. They gave it to UC. Jamel Elliott was protesting the call, and I think they took another look and decided to give it back to UC. Quisenberry to Anna Owens. Anna Owens is looking for something inside. Corner to Quisenberry. She stops, gets the nice 18-footer to go.
They needed that. SMU's doing a great job shifting on these ball screens against the zone.
Boy, there's a struggle going on inside. If you watch away from the ball, Froling is now being guarded by Maya Benham for UC, and that's a bit of a physical struggle inside. Into Collins. Collins had it, lost it. Had it again, kicks it outside. The three-pointer by Mickens doesn't go, but Collins is there to clean it up. 6-5, that's what you do.
And really, throughout the first half, UC's done a great job controlling the boards.
Here's Maya Benham. She goes inside. She gets the floater to go. Back to a 5-point lead for the Bearcats. It's about 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Outside. Nice shot there by Froling.
Showing her versatility, not only an inside player, but obviously great touch facing.
She's an Australian national player, and, you can certainly see her at the next level here in this country. Way outside for three. Anna Owens.
Anna needed that. That might start it now. She might get caught now, Betsy.
She averages 13.4 points per. There's Froling on baseline. Oh, wow. Reverse layup. It looked pretty, except it didn't go. Boy, it looked nice, though. She made a nice move there underneath the basket.
And right now, Cincinnati's changing up defensive looks, trapping on that, creating different mismatches. But it also, what it does is it makes the tempo faster.
Anna Owens had it in, out, spun out. SMU got the rebound. Collins was there to clean it up. Mickens now slowing everything down, getting a few instructions from Coach Mays before they set the defense up. There's Froling away from the basket. Nice pass inside. Nothing there, though. UC's defense, another good job. There's Reiser inside on Collins. Collins able to get it over her. Collins now with 5 points. Bearcats lead now down to 31-27. And they call 3-second violation in the lane on Cincinnati. So that's a quick turnover. It'll go right back to SMU as Shanice Johnson comes back into the game for Cincinnati. Just under 1 minute to go here in this first half. Backcourt pressure, we haven't seen that in a while, and it pays off. Anna Owens with the pick. She looked inside, pulled it back out, and now they're going to take a little time and see if they can set up their offense. Back outside the Quisenberry, back to Anna Owens. Shanice Johnson will take the three. Little too strong, though. SMU gets the rebound, restarts the fast break. UC's bench wanted the travel on that, doesn't get it. Back to Reese, that doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. UC gets it, and a quick timeout from the bench at UC. 22.6 seconds left to end this half. And the Bearcats with the 31-27 lead. And Jamel Elliott calls a quick timeout so they can set up their very final shot here with 22 seconds to go. They've got a little time to set up the offense. UC has been very strong, leading most of this game. Right now, Shanice Johnson has 6 points. Bianca Quisenberry has 6 points as well. They're going to stay in the game. And no surprise, Alicia Froling is leading the scoring for SMU. She has 7 points so far on the evening. Good crowd here at Fifth Third Arena for SMU and UC. It is Greek night. And also some of the youth teams are here tonight to watch the UC Bearcats. Johnson inbounds it, and Bianca Quisenberry will bring it up. They're going to take their time to set up this final play. Goings over to Johnson. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson tries twice underneath the basket. Little too much underneath the basket, but she draws the foul, so she will be going to the line with 7.1 seconds to go. That foul was on Stephanie Collins. That's her first of the evening. Shanice Johnson going to the line, 76% shooter. Gets the first one. Shanice Johnson leads the Bearcats in scoring, 15.1 points per game. And her experience coming into the Bearcats as a junior college transfer, she has really given this team some speed, and she's given them some toughness inside, as we saw earlier when she was going up against Froling and Collins. All right, 5 seconds to go. Mickens with the drive. She tries the last second shot. Fight for the rebound, and Reiser picks it from Collins. So we have finished one half of basketball. The UC Bearcats have been strong throughout this game, and they lead right now 33-27 as we get ready for the second half. And getting ready for the second half, Maria is talking with UC basketball coach Jamel Elliott.
Coach, it's been a defensive battle. How important is it for you to continue to change up your defensive looks to keep the tempo your style?
That's important. We want to keep changing it up so they don't know what we're in. You know, the main thing, I know at least the last time out, at least we was running a rebounding war, and that's going to be important. That's an important key for us, and hopefully we can continue to do that in the second half.
It is. On the offensive end, Coach, what kind of adjustments do you need to make higher percentage shots?
Well, it looks like they're going man, you know, and we don't want our two best players to go too many possessions without at least touching the basketball. You know, that last play, we got Shanice in a place where she can go one-on-one in isolation. We got to the free throw line, so we just got to execute in a half court. If we can run and push tempo, and if we can do that, I think we'll be successful.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Maria. We're at the half. UC leading SMU 33-27. Stick around. We'll have second half action coming up next on the American Digital Network.
We are American. We are the spark that ignites, dazzling, brilliant, intense. We are plugged in with the volume turned up all the way. Because on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
Out in here at the American Digital Network studio with an all-new episode of The Rise. Thanks for tuning in. We have a full show in store for you today. The college football season ended last week with a national championship in Tampa, but fans of the American can still follow some of their favorite players through the NFL playoffs, as this weekend's AFC and NFC championship games are stocked with players from American Athletic Conference schools. The NFC championship between the Green Bay Packers and Atlanta Falcons could be particularly interesting to fans of East Carolina, as Green Bay rookie cornerback Josh Hawkins could find himself lined up against his former college teammate Justin Hardy of the Falcons. Hardy has taken on a greater role in the Falcons' potent passing game in recent weeks and had 4 touchdown receptions in his second year in the league, while Hawkins has stepped into the defensive backfield rotation in Green Bay, seeing action in the Packers' dime package last Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys. Hardy is not the only receiver making an impact for the Falcons. Former SMU standout Aldrick Robinson had a breakout regular season with over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Former UConn wideout Nick Williams and cornerback Bleedy Ray Wilson are both on the active roster as well and hope to get into the lineup Sunday against the Packers. In the AFC Championship, there should be no fewer than 7 players from American schools taking the field. The Pittsburgh Steelers have former Cincinnati defensive end Ricardo Matthews and former Temple linebacker Tyler Matakevich in the regular rotation on defense, while on offense they have veteran running back D'Angelo Williams from Memphis and rookie wide receiver DeMarcus Ayers from Houston. The Patriots have also benefited from the play of a rookie from Houston, as linebacker Elandon Roberts has become a fixture on the New England defense. Roberts joins veteran kicker Steven Gostkowski from Memphis and long snapper Joe Cardona of Navy on a Pats team that is playing in its 6th straight AFC championship. While we root on American alums that are living out their dreams in the NFL playoffs, a lot to talk about as conference play continues to heat up on the hardwood. Several games came down to the final possession this past week, including Tulsa's last-second thriller at Temple. Sterling Taplin's layup with 4 seconds to play lifted the Golden Hurricane to its 2nd straight win and elevated Taplin to American Player of the Week honors. Cincinnati extended its winning streak to 8 games with 2 wins last week, including a thriller against an SMU team receiving votes in the national polls. The Bearcats knocked off both SMU and East Carolina behind the front court duo of Gary Clark and Kyle Washington. Clark had 18 points versus the Mustangs, while Washington tallied his 6th double-double of the year against the Pirates. On Wednesday, the number 20 Bearcats will try and tie their longest home court winning streak under Mick Cronin when they host Temple. UC will be gunning for its 19th straight home win in a rematch of both teams' conference opener. Not to be outdone, SMU owns a 15-game home court winning streak at Moody Coliseum and will put it on the line against UConn on Thursday night. The Ponies will then welcome Houston to Moody on Saturday in a key conference and intrastate showdown. 2 of the winningest coaches in NCAA history will meet on Thursday as well. Tubby Smith and Kelvin Sampson have a combined 1,118 victories between them, with Smith holding a slight edge, 570 to 548. The pair have known each other for over 5 decades, and the respect the two have for one another runs deep. Smith is one of 2 coaches to have guided 5 different programs to the NCAA tournament, while Sampson has taken 3 programs to the big dance himself. With Memphis and Houston, both coaches know the opportunity exists this season to dance once more. Over to the women's side, where UConn and Temple remain undefeated in league play, while Cincinnati and USF are not far behind as we enter the 3rd week of conference action. Top-ranked UConn broke its own NCAA record with its 91st consecutive victory on Saturday, defeating SMU at Moody Coliseum in Dallas. UConn junior Gabby Williams claimed American Player of the Week honors on Monday for the 2nd time this season after averaging 15 points and over 11 rebounds per game in a 2-0 week for the Huskies. American Freshman of the Week honors went to KK Wright from UCF. The rookie tied her career high in points, assists, and field goals in UCF's win over Houston last Wednesday, the night's lone game of the week. The Orlando native has a team-leading 70 assists and helped UCF surpass its win total from the last 3 seasons with the victory over the Cougars. The week ahead sees USF wrapping up a 3-game homestand with matchups against Memphis on Tuesday and Louisville on Sunday. The Bulls extended their home winning streak to 13 games last week with Saturday's win over East Carolina. They have not dropped a home game since hosting top-ranked UConn back in January of 2016. Temple, winners of 9 straight games, look to continue their winning ways this week, taking on Houston and Memphis. Senior guard Fayonda Fitzgerald continues to lead the Owls and is tied for first in the American with 20 points per game in league play. And out to the pitch for the first time in a couple of months, where the MLS Super Draft wrapped up on Friday. 5 players from the American Athletic Conference were selected in the first 2 rounds. UConn had a pair of players taken in the first round in defender Jake Nerwinski, who went 7th overall, and midfielder Kwame Awuha, taken 16th overall. Nerwinski was selected by the Vancouver Whitecaps, while Awuha was picked by New York City FC. UConn has now had 36 players drafted by an MLS club since the league began in 1997. The second round saw 3 American players selected in USF teammates Marcus Epps and Lindo Mfeka, and goalkeeper Jake McGuire from Tulsa. Epps was a 3rd pick in the second round by the Philadelphia Union, while Mfeka was selected 3 picks later by the San Jose Earthquakes. McGuire was the 8th pick in the second round and 30th overall by the Houston Dynamo. The NWSL draft also took place last week and featured the selection of 2 UConn players. Midfielder Rachel Hill is headed out west to the Portland Thorns as the 4th pick in the second round, while fellow Husky Stephanie Ribeiro, the 7th pick in the second round and 17th overall, was selected by Kansas City. A pair of 2016 Mac Hermann Trophy semifinalists, Hill and Ribeiro garnered All-America honors for the 2nd straight year after helping UConn to its 2nd American Conference championship and regular season title in 3 years. The indoor track and field season got back underway, and 4 athletes took home weekly honors this week. On the men's side, Houston's Cameron Burrell won his 2nd weekly honor of the season. Burrell won the 60-meter dash with a time of 6.66 seconds. That time is the top in the American and 6th in the NCAA so far this year. Field Athlete of the Week honors went to Adrian Valls from Cincinnati. The junior Bearcat won the pole vault at the Kentucky Invitational with a mark of 5.43 meters. That mark is also first in the conference and puts Valls at 6th in the NCAA. The Women's Track Athlete of the Week is also a Bearcat. Brianna Robinson finished 3rd at the Kentucky Invitational in the 400-meter, but her time of 53.70 is first in the conference and 2nd in the NCAA as she finished behind 2 post-collegiate runners in the race. UCF's Chelsea Goborn took home the Women's Field Athlete of the Week accolades with a distance of 19.84 meters in the weight throw. Goborn's throw was a career best, 2nd in the conference and 16th in the NCAA.
For every hero, there is an origin story, an experience that made them who they are. For a new generation of explorers, pioneers, and innovators, that experience is calling, offering a different kind of education, one guided by distinguished professors who understand experience is the best teacher. Greatness lies beyond the classroom. This is where you start. University of Cincinnati. Do more.
The American Athletic Conference Championship is right around the corner, taking place March 9th through the 12th at the Excel Center in Hartford, Connecticut, as all 11 American teams will compete for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Tickets are priced as low as $199. Get yours today online by visiting www.excelcenter.com, in person at the Excel Center box office, or by telephone at 877-522-8499. We look forward to seeing you in March.
At SMU, students and faculty work hand in hand to shape answers to real-world challenges.
Yes, there's no such thing as a lesser person.
How can we strengthen human rights around the world?
It turns out computer malware is extremely...
How do we prevent cyber-terrorism?
The limb comes off.
How can the human body set new records of performance? What can presidents teach us about leadership? From the SMU campus in Dallas, we're shaping the answers that will shape the future of the world.
2017 American Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Championship tickets are now on sale for March 3rd through the 7th at Mohegan Sun Arena. Get your tickets today to watch all 11 teams in action, fighting for an automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Tickets start as low as $99 and can be purchased online at mohegansun.com, on Ticketmaster, or by calling 1-800-743-3000. Let the games begin. We'll see you in March.
And welcome back here to Fifth Third Arena on the campus of the University of Cincinnati. We are just getting ready to start the second half with UC with the 33-27 lead over SMU right now. As we get ready for the second half, just looking at some of the stats from the first half, SMU led by Alicia Froling with 7, Mackenzie Adams with 9. 9 had been that lead for quite some time for Mackenzie Adams. She had a big three-pointer there to close the gap for SMU. For Cincinnati, led by Shanice Johnson, she has 8 points, 6 points from Bianca Quisenberry. And so they have had some scoring in the middle. Anna Owens has been trying to get back into the shooting. She had 1 3-pointer, and she has 5 points on the evening, along with Akira Goins off the bench. 3-point shooting has been really slow for both of them. Only 1 for SMU, 2 for UC. As we said, Anna Owens had a 3-point shot. Also, Akira Goins. Rebounds, that's where Cincinnati has really made its mark with the rebounds, especially inside, fighting 6'3" Alicia Froling and 6'5" Stephanie Collins. They have been able to come down with the rebounds. And now getting ready for second half action, Maria Fantana Rosa is with SMU coach Travis Mays.
For you to change your defenses to control the tempo.
Well, I think us changing, going into that zone, stopped them from running their isolation. It was hurting us with the isolation. So, therefore, we wanted to change the rhythm of the game. And then we tried to switch back, and they went right back to it, and they were successful. So I think I will continue to change it if it slows them down. Offensively, what kind of adjustments do you need to make? Well, I think we need to slow down. It looked like we're trying to get the home run. We're trying to execute and get the first pass and the shot as opposed to moving and getting the ball reversing. I think we'll get the best shots if we do that.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Looking for the best shots. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Maria. They need to look, both of the teams do, 20% shooting from the floor so far for SMU. UC a little bit better now. They are at 31% for that first quarter, 40% in the second quarter, so they're shooting 35% overall. SMU also improved a little bit in that second quarter. They're shooting 46%, so they're now averaging 32.1% from the floor. And I think that was one thing that Coach was talking about, Coach Mays, and that's one thing that he emphasized at the beginning was that they wanted to make sure that they controlled the tempo, especially when you have, as we said, 6'3" in Froling and 6'5" in Collins. It's easy to have them down low and just to be able to sit there and look for those rebounds. So, Maria, talking about the second half, we saw how SMU was making some adjustments on defense and on offense. What do you think these two coaches are going to do? Because now they're going to have to adjust to their adjustments.
I really think SMU, Betsy, is going to keep changing their defense. Every time they change, it slows UC down. But UC has continued to pick it apart and find opportunities. For UC, they have the momentum. If they could bring the momentum with their pressing and their half-court defense, how physical they've been, they're playing well on the defensive end, and it's creating easy opportunities on offense for them.
You know, we mentioned that the only conference loss that UC has so far this season is to SMU, and that was at New Year's Eve. SMU broke it open with a 14-0 run to start the second half, so they're going to be looking to try to get that momentum again. Inside to Johnson, she thought she had the layup, but Collins blocked it, and she starts the fast break for SMU. Adams, short, doesn't go. They're going to call a quick foul on UC.
I'm sure it's the elephant in the room right now for UC, getting an early score in this quarter.
That one's on Brandy Tarver, and she picks up her third quickly. She didn't play much in that first half because she picked up 2 quickly in the first half. And there's another whistle, and that one is another one going to go against UC. And that one is another one against Brandy Tarver. So in 10 seconds, she picks up 2 more fouls. That's 4, and she's going to get an early seat here pretty quickly.
And UC's been physical the whole game. It's unfortunate that those are 2 quick calls.
Froling inside, but Johnson all over her. Nice defense by Johnson, and they get the turnover. Anna Owens now starting the fast break for UC. Looking inside, nothing there, so they'll work it back inside. Oh, the layup just doesn't go. It looked as if Warren could convert, but she couldn't, so SMU now gets the possession and sets up their offense. Nikira Goings is getting ready to come in here for Brandy Tarver as soon as there's a dead ball. Mickens looks outside, swings it back around, nothing there.
Once again, very patient set plays to set up a high-low look.
Froling going up for what she thought was going to be an easy layup, but behind. Johnson thought she had the block, but she gets whistled for that foul. Very quickly caught a piece of her arm when she was going up. So Froling now goes to the free throw line. Froling averaging 15.1 points.
Both teams so far attacking each other with high-low looks, high percentage shots inside. And obviously for SMU, drawing fouls.
And here comes Nikira Goings in. She comes in for Brandy Tarver, who all of a sudden had 4 quick fouls. Froling led SMU with 17 points and 13 rebounds in the first matchup.
And a big stat right now, too, is that SMU is shooting 82% from the free throw line, well above their season average.
As Froling gets the second one to go. Yeah, they shoot 67% on average, so they are kind of playing above their heads right now. Anna Owens directing some traffic, and all of a sudden it's 4-point game.
SMU back in their zone, but you could tell they're extended more now and starting to play physical inside.
Another quick foul inside. They are wasting no time with the whistle so far in this quarter. That one is on Collins, and that is her second. As Johnson comes out now, and Angel Reiser goes in for Shanice Johnson. That's the thing about Shanice Johnson. She has been so good, but if she starts picking up fouls, she has to come out and sit a little bit. And, of course, she doesn't do anybody any good if she's on the bench. So SMU with the fast break. Collins asking for the ball down low, doesn't get it. And now Reiser is on her underneath. And now they switch off. Reiser is now on Froling.
Very patient right now, making good decisions, very fundamental.
Adams a little too strong. Goings gets the rebound. Yeah, I've been really impressed, both offense and defense on SMU. They are very patient. They wait for that good shot. Anna Owens with the drive. She drives, gets the foul. She draws the foul. And that is too quick on Stephanie Collins. All of a sudden, Collins has to come out of the game. And Deja Thomas comes in for her. So, again, 2 quick fouls, and they have to make personnel change. And now Morgan Bolton is coming in for SMU. UC gets a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Nice pass inside. Reiser couldn't get it to go, though. Nice steal there. Bianca Quisenberry over to Warren. Draws the foul. That shot had no chance to go because she was too far underneath the basket, but it doesn't matter. She draws the foul. She's going to the line.
And once again, Betsy, we've talked about the free throws, the free throw points for both teams, how important it's going to be at the end of this game. And now with the new rules, after 5 fouls going to the free throw line, this could be easy offense for both teams.
Froling was straight up, and then right at the last, she curled her hands over, and that's why she got called for the foul. Chelsea Warren is 48% from the line, but she gets that first one to go. And Shanice Johnson right back into the lineup as Reiser now takes a seat.
And once again, 89% for UC today.
Moore now extends that lead back up to 6 for UC. Little token pressure here in the backcourt. Got Froling in the corner. Errant pass goes to Johnson. Goings, layup, no! Johnson fights for the rebound, and they get another foul on Froling. That's too quick on her.
That was a great physical rebound putback by Johnson, drawing the contact. She just has a knack for rebounding. She finds a way, and the thing that I'm the most impressed with her today, though, is how great of court vision she has. I mean, she sees the open player every time.
She has really changed the personality, as we mentioned earlier in this game, of how UC plays. They play more physical when she's in there. She had 22 points in the comeback win that UC had on the road against Memphis. More backcourt pressure, but SMU breaks it. Adams looking for somebody. Finally, they get it back out to Bolton. Everybody takes a breath and resets the offense. Bianca Quisenberry on Bolton right now. The pass inside. Finally, it falls for Kiera Perry. You might notice that they had to take Froling out because she had those 2 quick fouls. In the corner, 3! Yes, Bianca Quisenberry. SMU looking to answer. That is too short. Tipped out of bounds by UC, so SMU takes possession out of bounds. 9-point lead. This is the largest lead the UC has had so far in this game over SMU. Bradshaw's in there now. The rainbow doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. They call jump ball.
Right now, UC extending, making the tempo a little quicker. They just play more confident when their defense is aggressive. The fouls early on hasn't slowed them down.
Right, exactly. Quisenberry goes out now, and Antoinette Miller comes in, one of those freshmen for Jamel Elliott. Fresh 30 for SMU on the jump ball call. Adams guarded by Anna Owens. Inside, Perry picks up the loose ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They still have time.
Once again, very patient, good ball movement.
Adams a little too strong on the 3. Good job there chasing down the errant ball. Shanice Johnson brings it down. Bounce pass in the corner. They thought about it, but they didn't take it. Miller inside, splits a defense, but swatted it away. That's what height will do for you.
Once again, Shanice Johnson making that transition break look easy.
She was chosen for the AAC Weekly Honor Roll this past week as well.
Well-deserved, big fourth quarter to help them beat Memphis. She's playing very well.
Goings. Yes, that's another 3-pointer. All of a sudden, those outside shots are starting to fall for the Bearcats. Thomas, nice bounce pass. Another fight for the rebound, and it goes to UC. Goings, probably one of the shortest players on the court, and she's the one who gets the rebound.
Once again, UC making them pay for being in this zone with some outside shots. It's a battle inside. You could see the high-low look still with UC every time.
Outside for 3 again. Kara Goings, the assassin outside. She is beating SMU by herself. You're right. If they're going to play zone, they're going to take advantage of it. UC is. Picked there by Warren. Backhand stop, and she gets the basketball. Miller baseline pulls up. Oh, doesn't get the roll. Goes back to SMU, but that was a pretty shot. Almost went for the Bearcats. Not quite. Bolton will take it from outside. That's too strong. Goings gets that rebound. And all of a sudden, the Bearcats are the ones that are starting the run.
All the momentum going their way right now.
We thought that it was going to be SMU with all the fast breaks, but boy, UC has really taken control of the offensive line.
They are. When the tempo is quick, it definitely works to UC's favor.
5 on the shot clock. Johnson's got to do something with it. She's got to take it now. Nope, they called shot clock violation. Not quite in time.
And Betsy, there's no doubt that he's excited for this timeout, but really the sharp three-point shooting right now of UC is why they have a big lead.
They finally have those three-pointers shooting, and there is no conscience right out there. Nakara Goins gets it to go. UC with the 15-point lead. We'll be back with more here on the American Digital Network.
We are American. We are the spark that ignites, dazzling, brilliant, intense. We are plugged in with the volume turned up all the way. Because on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
Taking a look at the American Freshman of the Week, Cornelia Wright from UCF, tying a career high in points, assists, and field goals in UCF's win at Houston last Wednesday. That was the only game that UCF had. Freshman of the Week, Cornelia Wright. And the Player of the Week, no surprise, it's from UConn, Gabby Williams, the junior forward. She averaged 15 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game in a 2-0 week. Of course, UConn, their last game was against SMU, and that was 91 wins in a row, the new NCAA mark for consecutive victories. We mentioned earlier, Shanice Johnson was named to the weekly honor roll this week, along with Pujol, Fitzgerald, Dixon, and Morgan. Nice lineup there for the weekly honor roll for the American Athletic Conference. So we've seen UC really stretch out this lead, Maria. What are you thinking it's really the key to all of a sudden they're leading by 15 here?
Well, the obvious answer is that in the half court they're being patient, looking for their high-low, but on reversal they're hitting threes, shooting 45% from the three and only 34% overall. So them hitting those outside shots is definitely giving them the momentum. My gut feeling right now is that UC is more confident when they extend. Even though they're not getting things off of the press, it's still making them more confident.
Interesting for SMU, Alicia Froling is still not on the floor right now. She's sitting out with 2 stops. Takeaway there by Johnson. Inside, tip away. And they say that UC gets the ball. You're right. There is Froling. I didn't see her, but thank you for pointing that out. There is Froling, because I kept looking for her, and I didn't see her. But, yep, Froling is back out there. But, again, she has those 2 fouls on her, so that'll be something we'll need to watch as we get into the fourth quarter here. Quisenberry tried to go inside, pulls it back out. Johnson, too strong. Collins gets that rebound. Collins has been playing quite a few minutes as well inside, and they're going to call that foul probably on Shanice Johnson or Bianca Quisenberry. Looks like Bianca Quisenberry is going to pick up her first foul. As SMU was going back into the inside game, not with the pass, but Adams trying to go inside, and she stripped, and they called the foul.
And right now for them to cut into this lead, they have to get stops on the defensive end, but they have to continue to get Froling touches and Adams to continue to be aggressive as she has been.
Kara Perry comes back in for SMU as Adams has her second free throw. 46-32 now. Bearcats with the lead, coming up on 3 minutes left in this third quarter.
The defensive intensity is definitely picked up by SMU, going back into their man.
Goings tried the three-pointer, little too strong, goes in and out, but the rebound, Adams touched it last. CUC gets it right back. Anna Owens has been quiet. You're right. I thought that once she hit that three-pointer that she'd be shooting more, but she's still quiet out there. But she's a shooter. If she has an opportunity, she'll take them, that's for sure.
I'm impressed right now with UC's patience on offense. They're going through their progression, looking for their high-low.
Scoop by Bianca Quisenberry. That doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Froling was challenged, but she brought it back down. Perry will stop. That one's too strong. Shanice Johnson on the run. Gets the loose ball. 2-on-1, and they're going to call her for the charge. She didn't wait for numbers. She didn't wait for her teammate. She took it and got caught with a charge.
Her stride, her quickness, with and without the ball. She's unbelievable. She's hard to keep up with, I'm sure.
Yeah, her quickness has really changed this team. Perry with the scoop. Tip away. Nothing there. It's a two-pointer outside for Adams, but she still converts it.
She's having a great offensive game.
Adams now with 12 points. The referees are going to talk about where this is going to go. Now they're going to call the block on SMU. That'll be against Morgan Bolton, and that is her third of the game. Anna Owens goes to the line. She hits 8 out of 10. Very good free throw shooter. And, of course, as soon as we say that, she misses. Couple of switches here. SMU is bringing in Owens. Meanwhile, UC is bringing back Chelsea Warren.
It's only a 12-point game, Betsy, so these are key substitutions to get to the fourth quarter.
Owens gets the second one.
Extending again.
A little backcourt pressure there by Bianca Quisenberry. No problem there by SMU. Bolton setting up the offense now. Looking to get it inside. There's Froling. She comes outside for the ball. Nice floater. Boy, does she have a nice move inside.
Good things happen when she touches the ball in the half court.
Owens being guarded by Bolton there. Goings, they're not going to let her be by herself. They know that she'll take that three-pointer. And now it's Quisenberry with 10 seconds left on the shot clock for UC. They're looking for something. Quisenberry pulls up. Nice 16-footer goes.
Once again, staying patient with their offense.
Tip away by Goins. But she touched it last, so it still stays with SMU. 25 seconds left on the shot clock for them. Just over a minute left in this third quarter. Bearcats have looked strong in the third. 49-36 the lead right now. Adams in the corner, drives baseline. Shot doesn't go, but she draws the foul. And that one will be on Chelsea Warren. Chelsea Warren picks up her third.
Adams has been very productive in the half court.
She's already over her average. She's scored 12 points, averages 10.
Very physical player, and with UC trying to keep this a physical game, she's definitely stepping up to that challenge.
13, Brandy Tarver comes back in for the Bearcats. Of course, Tarver carrying 4 fouls, so we'll watch that. She came in for Angel Reiser to give Angel a bit of a break before we get into the fourth quarter. Warren's getting mugged out there. Finally kicks it back out to Tarver as they reset their offense with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Warren will take it for 3. Nothing but net. Did not even touch the rim. 52-38 now UC leads. SMU will try it from 3. That doesn't go. Froling brings it down. Bolton pulls it out, says, let's just try for one shot here with 16 seconds left in this quarter. There goes Adams. She goes in the lane. She has a nice floater. That one goes. Adams is keeping SMU in this game all by herself. 1 second. Owens. No, it doesn't go. But what a performance by the UC Bearcats here in this third quarter. 52-40. They are leading now, and it's been because of their outside shooting, especially from the three-point line. 52-40. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the American Digital Network.
For every hero, there is an origin story, an experience that made them who they are. For a new generation of explorers, pioneers, and innovators, that experience is calling, offering a different kind of education, one guided by distinguished professors who understand experience as the best teacher. Greatness lies beyond the classroom. This is where you start. University of Cincinnati. Do more.
The American Athletic Conference Championship is right around the corner, taking place March 9th through the 12th at the Excel Center in Hartford, Connecticut, as all 11 American teams will compete for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Tickets are priced as low as $199. Get yours today online by visiting www.excelcenter.com, in person at the Excel Center box office, or by telephone at 877-522-8499. We look forward to seeing you in March.
At SMU, students and faculty work hand in hand to shape answers to real-world challenges.
Yeah, so there's no such thing as a lesser person.
How can we strengthen human rights around the world?
It turns out computer malware is extremely...
How do we prevent cyber terrorism?
The limb comes off.
How can the human body set new records of performance? What can presidents teach us about leadership? From the SMU campus in Dallas, we're shaping the answers that will shape the future of the world.
2017 American Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Championship tickets are now on sale for March 3rd through the 7th at Mohegan Sun Arena. Get your tickets today to watch all 11 teams in action, fighting for an automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Tickets start as low as $99 and can be purchased online at mohegansun.com, on Ticketmaster, or by calling 1-800-743-3000. Let the games begin. We'll see you in March.
Welcome back to UC campus, where UC is leading now over SMU 52-40, along with Maria Fantana Rosa. I'm Betsy Ross, getting set up for an exciting fourth quarter here. Tell you what, Chelsea Warren for UC walked into this game 0 for 1 in three-point shooting, and now all of a sudden she's 1 for 2 and shooting 500. I mean, she was not guarded. I'm sure that their scouting report said that she's not going to take a three-pointer. They didn't guard her. She took it.
And it looked good, Betsy. She was balanced. She had the nice follow through. She might be the next three-point shooting machine to come out of UC.
You know, it's like Ringo Starr of the Beatles. They never got a chance to let him sing, and when he had a chance to sing, then he gets a hit record, you know. Google the Beatles, kids.
Chelsea Warren, though, she does do so many things that don't show up on the stat sheet. So that's exciting for her to hit that three.
Anna Owens was triple teamed there on the underneath the basket, had absolutely nowhere to go, lost the handle. There's Froling. Was that an extra step? They didn't call it. Guess if they didn't call it, it's not an extra step.
UC's definitely making an adjustment on that high-low look where she doesn't have anything and she rips and goes weak side. Every time she catches, whoever's defending her takes a step off to that weak side.
Brandy Tarver's still in the game. Thought maybe she would come out at the break, but she's still in there again with those 4 fouls. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Anna again, double teamed inside. Adams tips it away. They only have 2 seconds on the shot clock by inbounding this. That's twice in a row now that UC has come down on the offensive side, and they've run that shot clock down right to the end. Anna, 3. Nope. Nice rebound there by Johnson. She's triple teamed. Which way is it going to go? She's going to give it to SMU.
She does a great job rebounding. Just, as I said earlier, just has a nose for the ball.
But you can see the defensive switch now by SMU. They are just absolutely collapsing on whoever has the ball down low. It's paid off these last 2 times. Now they're on the offense, trying to get this down into single-digit deficit. Owens inside Froling. Nice tip away there. Again, Shanice Johnson, the backhand tip away. Oh, and the layup again doesn't go. Bianca Quisenberry, boy, she had a nice pass there by Johnson. Could not convert. Battle there at the line, the steal. Quisenberry again. Froling, I think, that UC bench wanted an over and back. They didn't get the call. But Bianca Quisenberry gets the loose ball.
Scrappy, that's the sign of a senior right there. Makes up for her mistake. Very competitive.
10 on the shot clock. Warren wanted it inside. Johnson will take it from the outside.
You talked about it, Betsy. They're worrying about the inside opening up opportunities outside, and UC is on fire from behind the arc.
That is amazing. They were shooting from the arc. 66%. Speaking of shooting from the arc, SMU can do it as well, especially number 3 there. Adams has done such a good job to keep them in this game.
I'm definitely excited about her. Averaging 10 points, and she's already scored 19.
She's been impressive.
And they're big-time baskets. They're pressure shots.
And Jamel Elliott doesn't like something that she sees, so she called a quick timeout here. 7:12 left in this ball game. The Bearcats leading now 55-43. And you've seen just the difference that it has made here for UC. It has given them that big lead. They shot 4 of 6 from the arc in the third period alone. That really made such a difference for them, and that means that they were shooting 43% in that third quarter. Third quarter is when SMU got their big lead at the game that they played on New Year's Eve that UC lost. But boy, it was a different story in this one, and it was UC that really put the pedal to the metal, and they were not going to slow up.
And they haven't stopped, you're right. The tempo with Shanice leading the break and creating opportunities, the inside touches that they're reversing it and kicking back out to get three-point opportunities. They're showing us all aspects of their offensive game, both in the half court and in the full court transition game.
And I think a lot of what Shanice Johnson does, even though we do talk a lot about her and about her offense, a lot of what she does not necessarily show up on the stats. I mean, she's had a couple of amazing assists that she'll get credit for, but a lot of her speed, a lot of her touches that she makes, or even to disrupt one of the shots by SMU, it has made such a difference, and she has had the job of guarding 6'5" and 6'3", and she has not backed down at all.
She hasn't. She already has 11 rebounds, and it's still early in the fourth quarter, 5 of them being offensive. And once again, she continues to be just a workhorse in there. She's battling. I mean, she's a leader by example, no doubt, for this team.
Exactly, and she's strong enough that she can battle. She can get in there with the big ones there. Let's take some of the other games that are coming up here on the American Digital Network. All kinds of conference action coming up. UCF will be at ECU. That's coming up on January 18th. On Saturday, UNI will be back here at Fifth Third Arena as UC will welcome ECU into town. Also on Saturday, January 21st, the same SMU Mustangs, they will stay on the road. They will go over to Houston, and then Cincinnati will go on the road the week after that. Thursday, January 24th, they will be on the road as well. Some of the games that you'll be seeing upcoming on the American Digital Network. So we've got 7 minutes to go. The Bearcats all of a sudden have figured out how to shoot from the arc. So now what does SMU do? Because they've been collapsing double and triple and teaming when the ball gets inside. So all UC does is kick it out. So what do you do if you SMU on the defense? How do you counteract that?
Well, right now you can tell they're picking up their defensive pressure. They've extended. They're doing a great job on ball screens. They're contesting shots more aggressively. So I think they're going to stick to this man-to-man right now and continue to put the pressure on them in the half court.
5 seconds on the shot clock. There's Tarver. Anna Owens better take it. She does. It's off, and it's a shot clock violation. Did not hit the rim on that one. Yeah, Anna Owens, this has just not been her night. It is uncharacteristic for her to be that off. And it's funny because she's closing in on 1,000-point mark. She has 984 career points, needs 16 to get to that 1,000-point mark. Unless she goes on a real run, it's not going to happen in this game. Point blank shot there. Froling had the rebound there just for a second, but Anna Owens was able to take it away.
That's what we're talking a lot about, UC's offense, but when you have Froling and Adams playing the way she is, this is still a close game with 6.5 minutes left.
There's Tarver. Tarver to Johnson. Johnson with a spin move, triple team. Johnson will try it again from the corner. No, it doesn't go. Rebound goes back to Thomas, and now SMU starts the break. There's Adams. That's a two-pointer, but boy, can she drill it.
And once again, it's a 10-point game. UC continuing to still get inside touches, but that last possession, they got the inside touch, but then never reversed the floor. Being patient, though.
Right, I was going to say, Bearcats are slowing it down now. Goings, 3 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to call a foul on that shot. It's going to be against 3, Mackenzie Adams. That's only her first foul of the game. Let's take another look at that as Goings. They know that Goings is going to take it from the outside, so they made sure that they guarded her this time, and Adams guarded her just a little too closely. So Goings now goes to the free throw line. Coming into this game, 20 of 21 from the line. Make it 21 of 22. She is almost automatic from that distance.
And she's having a great offensive game, too. Obviously, 12 points right now. 3 for 6 from the 3.
Second shot goes. Goings was the one that opened up that three-point barrage. She started hitting them, and then like everybody got into it. So back out to a 12-point lead for the Bearcats with 5.5 minutes to go in this game. SMU looking for an answer. It may be from Adams. Adams will take it inside. The block, she tries it again, gets it to convert, and she draws the foul. I tell you what, she has single-handedly kept SMU in this game.
She has, and they're letting them shoot off that ball screen, so they're open off the middle game. And she's obviously very talented to not only shoot mid-range or take it all the way. Very strong body, does well against the contact, as you just saw on that.
Chelsea Warren, by the way, drawing her 4th foul on that call as Adams goes back to the free throw line. It goes. 9-point lead now by the Bearcats. Bearcats have had a habit. They have got to hang on to leads. Sometimes they let big leads go away. They get a little complacent. And you cannot afford to do that against a team like SMU. Outside, Quisenberry, 3! Quisenberry has been all that and more in this game.
She's been very consistent offensively for them. And great, once again, set up reversal by Shanice.
Adams will take it, and she'll make it. Just when SMU needs an answer, Adams is there.
And they're in her face, Betsy. That was a contested shot.
Those are not cheap points. She has done such a good job. 4:20 left in this game. Mickens trying to get the steal. Doesn't work. Warren thinks about it. Oh, right between Johnson's legs. They had a perfect pass there, and it just goes right between her legs. So now Goings comes out. Brandy Tarver comes back in. And we have a break here on the court as the Bearcats have found their outside shot, but the SMU Mustangs are not giving up. Thanks to Mackenzie Adams and her 27 points so far on the night, the Bearcats have the lead 60-51.
We are American. We are the spark that ignites. Dazzling, brilliant, intense. We are plugged in with the volume turned up all the way. Because on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.
For every hero, there is an origin story. An experience that made them who they are. For a new generation of explorers, pioneers, and innovators, that experience is calling, offering a different kind of education, one guided by distinguished professors who understand experience is the best teacher. Greatness lies beyond the classroom. This is where you start. University of Cincinnati. Do more.
The American Athletic Conference Championship is right around the corner, taking place March 9th through the 12th at the Excel Center in Hartford, Connecticut, as all 11 American teams will compete for the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Tickets are priced as low as $199. Get yours today online by visiting www.excelcenter.com, in person at the Excel Center box office, or by telephone at 877-522-8499. We look forward to seeing you in March.
Along with Maria Fantana-Rosa, I'm Betsy Ross here at Fifth Third Arena on the campus of the University of Cincinnati, where the UC Bearcats have a 9-point lead with 4:15 left in this game. But SMU has not given up, mainly on the back and the shooting of Mackenzie Adams. She averages 10.5 points per game. And Maria, she has doubled that and more tonight.
She has. She's unbelievable. And it's not over, Betsy.
She has 27 points so far in the night. That is a career high for her. The tip away by Shanice Johnson. She is all by herself. Layup, and it goes. Boy, UC needed that just to kind of switch the momentum.
Absolutely, and you know, Coach Elliott told him in that timeout that Adams can't get another shot off.
But you're right, even when Adams is guarded, she somehow gets loose and get those to fall. Right now she's guarded by Brandy Tarver, which is interesting because Tarver has 4 fouls on her. There's Froling with a nice scoop shot. She goes inside. Back to a 9-point game. Some pressure here in the backcourt. Anna Owens breaks it pretty easily.
It's been a defensive chess match between both coaches, but The offenses have picked up now, and that's going to be important in these last 3 minutes.
Quisenberry looking to get inside. That one doesn't go. Thomas gets the rebound. SMU now on a little bit of a run. Deficit down to 9 points. There's Adams. Steal. Good job there by Warren to kind of catch that right in midair. Now UC gets a little life as they catch their breath. A tip away there by Mickens. It goes out of bounds right in front of Jamel Elliott. It is still UC's ball as SMU makes a couple of switches as Reese comes in for them. Also, Morgan Bolton comes in for them. A little more than 2.5 minutes left in this game, but Maria, you're right. A 9-point lead is not necessarily a safe lead.
It isn't for how aggressive both defenses are right now. Both teams have worked really hard this whole game, so it's going to be a matter of who could finish at the end right now.
Spin move by Johnson didn't turn out to be a very good shot. UC giving up chances here in the corner. Tip away, fight for the rebound. Froling gets it. She's double teamed. Goes out of bounds, and they say Froling just lost the handle. And it goes back to UC. UC needed that call with 2:14 left in this game. 62-53. Bearcats hanging on to this lead.
And UC has done a great job with the rebounds today. Been very physical, very aggressive on both offense and defensive boards. That's a strength of SMU.
Exactly, and it's been so impressive just because they're going to call a timeout. Yeah, I think they were getting close to a 10-second violation, so Jamel Elliott called the timeout.
Yeah, that was a great decision by her. And once again, good patience on the offensive end, but you could see SMU has definitely picked up their aggressiveness, both in the half court and now extending.
Well, and you were talking about the rebounding. It's even more impressive by UC because they are going against Froling, who is 6'3", and they're going against Collins, who is 6'5", and so they've got some tall trees that they've got to try to get those rebounds in. And they have held their own and more so far in this one. And Johnson has a lot to do with that because Johnson has the strength to be able to go inside and muscle up against those taller players. So it's 21 seconds on the shot clock with 2:05 left in this game. Bearcats hanging on to a 9-point lead, and I do mean hanging on because this is not a comfortable lead the way that SMU can put up shots. Bolton really guarding Owens tight. Owens clears the air, clears the field, tip away. Fight for the ball, and they say it was a shot clock violation because it went over the 10-second line. Touched by both. Adams was fighting for it as well.
Coach Mays is obviously arguing that there was a change of possession there on the steal.
Turns out to be a shot clock violation, so SMU does get it at half court.
Definitely working in his favor.
Thomas inside, Warren on her, and that's going to be Warren's 5th foul. She's pleading her case. She's saying I was straight up, but they're going to call it against her, and that is her 5th foul, so she leaves the game. Warren leaves the game with 5 points.
And SMU's same offensive play that they've been running for Froling. They cheated on her up top, and they did it on Thomas, and once again, a great offensive call. Betsy, this has been a great defensive game, but this last quarter and a half, we're getting to see a lot of very good offense.
I mean, on both sides, you're right.
Yeah, very patient, good ball movement, getting teammates open shots, inside-out looks, whether it's post touches or penetration and kicks.
Deja Thomas goes to the line. She shoots 69% from the line. She gets the first one to go. And of course, this is what SMU wants. They want to be able to score points with the clock not running. So, and they do.
And they're shooting 83% today. UC 88% from the line, and SMU 83%.
That makes coaches smile. Johnson got triple team there in the corner, but she was able to break it. Now double team here. Brandy Tarver gets it back out to Bianca Quisenberry. Shanice doesn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And they're going to call that foul on Brandy Tarver, and that is her 5th foul. So now UC has had 2 players foul out. It's been Brandy Tarver and then earlier Chelsea Warren. So 2 of the starters for the Bearcats are now disqualified with 5 fouls. SMU ends up with the basketball, and they will be inbounding here under their own basket. Reiser now in, Angel Reiser for the Bearcats. Bolton starts the fast break, 1 minute to go, and she gets it to go. Quick timeout now by SMU, and all of a sudden it is a 5-point game. UC has gone through this before. In a couple of their games, they've had big 3rd and 4th quarter leads. And they've had to fight to try to hang on to win this game. So it's down to a 5-point lead now, 59.8 seconds left in this game. Alicia Froling, the last time these 2 teams played, she led SMU with 17 points, 13 rebounds, and 16 blocks. Bianca Quisenberry led the Bearcats in that game. She had 19 points. Quisenberry is having another good game with 14 points. Shanice Johnson with 15 points so far, and she certainly has kept UC in this game. And we keep talking about the game that Mackenzie Adams has had. She's a 5'9" junior guard from Frisco, Texas. She joins Alicia Froling as the only 2 players for SMU that average in double figures, but she has blown by that and more. She is on her career high of 27 points in this game, and especially her outside shooting has kept SMU in this game. It's brought them back now, helped to bring them back. It is only a 5-point lead now for UC with 59.8 seconds to go, and anything can happen in those 59 seconds, especially if SMU comes out with that backcourt pressure. And it looks like that is exactly what they're going to do. All 10 players are now in the backcourt as Goins gets ready to inbound it for UC. Goins ahead to Johnson. Johnson to Anna Owens, and they break the press pretty quickly. But now the foul. Deborah Owens is called for the foul for SMU. They're not shooting quite yet. So Goins gets ready to inbound it again in the backcourt. Quisenberry, she's guarded by Adams. Another quick foul. That's only Adams' 2nd foul of the game, and we're still not shooting. Another quick foul in the backcourt by Bolton this time. That's 4 fouls on Bolton and 4 team fouls for SMU. So now we're going to get serious here on the fouls. Anna Owens guarded again in the backcourt. Double teamed, and Froling got in late on that, and she gets called for the foul. That's her 3rd of the game. 39.7 seconds now. They burned off almost 20 seconds with those series of fouls. So now Anna Owens goes to the line again. She shoots 84% from the free throw line. Not a bad person you want on the line if you're a UC fan. First one goes for Anna. Stretches that lead for UC back out to 6. And that one goes. She's able to convert So now 64-57. And we are going to take a quick timeout. We're in the last 39 seconds of this contest. Bearcats hanging on to the lead, 64-57.
At SMU, students and faculty work hand in hand to shape answers to real-world challenges.
Yes, there's no such thing as a lesser person.
How can we strengthen human rights around the world?
It turns out computer malware is extremely...
How do we prevent cyber terrorism?
The limb comes off.
How can the human body set new records of performance? What can presidents teach us about leadership? From the SMU campus in Dallas, we're shaping the answers that will shape the future of the world.
Should be an exciting last 39 seconds of this game as SMU's crawling back. Outside for three. Of course she hits it. Mackenzie Adams with 30 points on the night. Makes it a 4-point game. UC working to try to get through this press. They call a quick foul here on SMU as Johnson was double teamed, sometimes triple teamed there in the backcourt. That foul goes against Froling, and now that's her fourth foul. Take a look at this backcourt, and look at that, Adams. All by herself, she manages to get that three to go. She has been so impressive in this game. I can't say enough about the kind of game that she has had as Johnson goes to the line. Johnson is a 76% free throw shooter. UC is a pretty good free throw shooting team. As a team, they average about 73%. The average scoring 65.4 throughout the season. They are right on their average. Second one doesn't go, though. SMU, there's Adams. You watch for her to take that shot. She has the scoop, gets it off glass, gets it to fall. It is a 3-point game with 24 seconds left in the backcourt. Owens fouls Anna Owens. And so now Anna Owens will be going to the line. Look at how Adams gets the ball on the outside, makes the nice move, dribble behind her back. She shakes the defense there as Bianca Quisenberry was right on her. But she was able to shake the defense loose, make the nice move inside, and get the layup off the glass. 32 points. SMU has 62 points as a team. Adams has scored more than half of her team's total. Second miss again on the free throw, and there's Adams. What do you want to bet? She's going to take it. Quisenberry is on her. She tries the floater. It doesn't go. But Bianca Quisenberry is called for that foul. She really had no other choice. What else are you going to do? That's second foul now for Bianca Quisenberry. 4-point game, 17.6 seconds to go, and they are not shooting yet. They will on the next foul, though. UC with 14 fouls. In the corner, nobody takes it. They're burning off some very precious seconds. Bolton inside. The layup doesn't go. She backs it out for three. That doesn't go. Reiser gets the big rebound for UC. And boy, did UC need to bring that in. SMU had a couple of good looks, could not get it to go. Bearcats with a 4-point lead, 6.2 seconds to go. And fouling out of this game is Alicia Froling with 5 fouls. But boy, she is an impressive player. See the air ball there. Reiser gets the loose ball, and that is exactly what UC needed. Not quite over yet, but at least the Bearcats can take a breath, especially if Reiser can convert. Reiser shoots 60%. That one just barely made the rim. Second shot doesn't go either. Quick timeout by SMU. As we said, this one is not over yet. 66-62 now. 4-point lead, 5.9 on the clock. And you have to be thinking that Travis Mays over there is in the huddle drawing up some kind of a play. Probably is going to be a three-pointer, and what do you want to bet that Adams is going to be the person that is going to be taking that shot? She has been unbelievable, accounting for more than half of her team's shots, her team's points so far on this night. And it hasn't been like UC has not been covering her. Bianca Quisenberry, that's been her responsibility, but Adams just has made a couple of really nice moves. She's been able to shake Quisenberry, get away from the defense, and she's been able to take some great shots. So here we go. 5.9 seconds to go. Bearcats up by 4. Bolton triggers it in. Outside. The shot by Owens goes. 3 seconds left. It's a 1-point game. Johnson is fouled very quickly by Adams. So UC has got to depend one more time on its free throw shooting. That was a clutch 3 right there. In the corner, Owens just kind of throws it up. It wasn't like she was set. It was kind of like a toss from the side, but it goes in. Doesn't matter how it looks, just so it goes in. So here's Johnson. First one goes. So it's back now to a 2-point lead with 2.3 seconds left. Johnson has been outstanding in this game, both offense and defense. Misses the second one. The long shot. No, it doesn't go. SMU had a chance right at the buzzer, but the prayer fell short, and somehow UC hangs on to a 67-65 win over SMU, and in the process, they avenged that one conference loss that they had. They had that at SMU on New Year's Eve. UC very impressive coming back, but you still can't talk too much about Mackenzie Adams and how she did in this game. 32 points to lead the world, but the Bearcats hang on to 67-65 win. We'll talk to the coach and the outstanding player right after this.
2017 American Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Championship tickets are now on sale from March 3rd through the 7th at Mohegan Sun Arena. Get your tickets today to watch all 11 teams in action, fighting for an automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. Tickets start as low as $99 and can be purchased online at mohegansun.com, on Ticketmaster, or by calling 1-800-743-3000. Let the games begin. We'll see you in March.
UC Bearcats hang on for the 67-65 victory over SMU. Let's talk with the coach and the outstanding player tonight, Shanice Johnson.
Coach, congratulations. Great defensive game, but what adjustments did you make offensively?
Well, the main thing is she has to touch the ball, and number 3 for us has to touch the ball every possession. You know, it doesn't mean they have to shoot it, but they have to catch the ball because they draw a lot of defense, and it opens up things for Nakira, number 2, who was able to knock down some open shots. But, you know, credit to Tasha. You know, we changed up our defense quite a bit. We were active. We were able to disrupt their offense, and down the stretch we made free throws, and we made the plays we needed to make to win the game.
You did. Very confident team right now. How much does Shanice affect your confidence?
I mean, she's everything. I was just yelling at her just now that when her energy goes, if she's not getting our guys going from an energy standpoint, we're stagnant. You know, we need her to let guys know that we're going to get a stop, we're going to get a rebound, we're going to run good offense. And it's a lot of pressure, you know, because we're asking her to do that and score and rebound. But, hey, that's what big-time players do.
And Shanice, you did do it all today on both ends of the court. What do you take the most pride in to impact your team?
The team bonding that we have on the court is just outstanding. We get along, and we adjust to defense based on the teams that we play. So having the opportunity to just step up and do what I have to do is just big for the team.
Absolutely, and playing well on both ends of the court. How good can this team be now that you've just won your 4th straight?
Yeah, we on the ball right now. We had it for victories, and I mean, it's only right that we just stay positive and stay focused because win or lose, we still have to keep getting better and progressing as a team.
Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shanice, and thank you, Coach Shanice Johnson, with 17 points in this game, and she was a big factor in this one. UC hangs on to win this one 67-65. For Maria Fantana Rosa and our entire team here, I'm Betsy Ross. Thank you so much for joining us here on the American Digital Network.
We are American. We are the spark that ignites. Dazzling, brilliant, intense. We are plugged in with the volume turned up all the way. Because on this court, on any given night, the energy of 5 becomes the power of 1. That's power. We are power.
We are American. The conference of opportunity. The opportunity to chase dreams. The opportunity to make your mark and change the game. Because that's power. We are power.